Alright, chilling with Mike Frey for the July installment of Illuminous Free, and we're chilling up in his little lair palace of amazing musical goodness. And here's Mike. We're gonna talk to him right now. What up? So where you from, man?
I am from it's called Indianola, Iowa. It's about 10 miles south of Des Moines. Usually just tell people Des Moines, but for this purpose I'll be a little more specific and actually tell you where I'm from.
That's the same.
But most people, you tell them Indianola and they're like, huh?
Yeah.
But, yep, Central Iowa. Moved here to Minneapolis about 2006, July 2006, so actually 4 years coming up in a few days.
Right.
I've been producing for about 5 years for hip-hop stuff, but I've been in a band since I was 12. I'm 24 now, so
yeah.
I've been doing this for about 12 years, just as far as trying to put music out and do this as more than a hobby.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make a career out of it.
So what kind of music were you doing with the bands, or what other kind
It was,
of music?
heavy metal, hard rock. That's kind of, like I said, I'm from Iowa. And
yeah.
A lot of hip-hop happening there. Although there's a little bit. But back in the early 2000s and the late 90s, it was all heavy metal. That's where Slipknot's from. So it's
wow.
It's kind of like a whole lot of just super heavy metal and hard rock.
Yeah.
But once I went to college, the whole band thing disintegrated. It was just kind of like me and my guitar, like what am I going to do now? I got Fruity Loops on a free download, started making beats on Fruity Loops. And
that's what's up. So what are you using now?
I've definitely upgraded since Fruity Loops. I got the Pro Tools 8 on the iMac, which is pretty new this year actually, with it's kind of almost too new with all the updates and shit.
Right.
But no, it's super dope. Pro Tools 8, iMac, got a motif rack for synths,
nice.
A lot of plugins. I actually just got a shitload of plugins for free, and then all the live instruments that you see around the room.
That's what's up. So what would you say in terms of your beat making? Some of your influences would be?
My biggest influences are like Organized Noise that did the Southern Playlist of Cadillac Music. That's like my biggest thing. And then Chief XL from Black Alicious.
Okay, yep.
Those are two people that I really try and like mold my beat making after. I don't necessarily say I sound like them, but their techniques are something that I use. They use a lot of sampling and live instruments all at once.
Yeah.
And kind of make it that band vibe. And I try to do the same thing, but it takes practice. Those people are dope.
Yeah.
Alright.
And as far as artists that you work with so far, who are some of the people that you've worked with so far?
Desdamona. Desdamona's been a big help for me. She's the first person that I really worked with up here. Carnage and I have worked a lot together too. I actually met them both at the same time. I've worked with Elaborate and a half dozen. They're in a group called Conflict of Interest. Produced a few tracks for that. And through that I've worked with people like I Self Devine and Big Zach. Right now, obviously I'm working with the three.
Yeah.
Me and Freeze have a project coming out, hopefully later this year, but we'll see. He's got 2 other projects he wants to get out before that, so it's kind of like...
You want to talk about that project at all? Or is there
sure,
anything special about it?
Basically what happened was just I was playing a show with another group last year, and this is where I met Freeze. I met him at the show, watched him rap, and was just blown away. Like, yo, this dude spits how I need people to spit over my beats. So I just approached him like, yo, we should do some tracks together, whatever. And eventually, I think after he heard some beats, he was like, alright, we should do a little more than some tracks together. So we've turned it into a project now, and we're about halfway done. Played a few shows with some of the tracks. It's going really well. Got a lot of good feedback, good reception. And right now we're just really getting into the real mode of trying to finish it and really put out some real top quality songs. And like I said, hopefully the end of this year, maybe next year.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Okay. So looking into the future, what would you like to accomplish? Who would you like to work with? What's some of the things you got going?
Man, really I have this little like project that I've been dreaming of for ever since I moved up here, where it's just my production and then all the Minneapolis heads, like every person out there. So I mean, really, I'm trying to work with every rapper in Minneapolis that I feel like is, you know, puts out quality music. What, you know, in my own opinion. So, but people, I mean, like, man, I wanna work from, you know, top to the bottom. Like, it'd be a dream to get like Brother Ali or like Slug or something on a track, but at the same time, I'm not really like, hey, it'll happen if it happens,
right.
but I'm not really too worried about it. I'm just trying to get out here and just put out music that I'm proud of. The best way to get a hold of me is either at onemikeproductions@gmail.com, one Mike spelled O-N-E-M-I-K-E, as in Mike, Michael, my name. And the other good way is just hit me up on Facebook, Mike Frey, F-R-E-Y, Facebook.
Cool.
So,
Alright.
those are the two best ways. Let me find one first. I don't want to display anything.